Hello and good afternoon to everyone. This is Yvette C. Owens. I'm coming to you from the Diplomat Chronicles. Wanted to encourage you to come on in. Let's chat for a moment. I thought I would just come in and just share around the excitement around the release of my new course, No Bosses Allowed, Lead to Serve and Transform. But I really wanted to talk about, most importantly, live a life of expectancy. So often we're just living and we think we're living expectancy, a life of expectancy. We think we're hoping for the best, but we really are not. What we're doing is just existing. And the way you can tell the difference is because when you're living a life of expectancy, then you go about doing things that you expect to accomplish. You have plans for the future. You're not in a place of reserve. You're not living in a place of fear, but you're going forward with what you know to do, as much as you know to do for the moment, in the moment, and you're making the best of it. You're working with people who can help you, who can coach you through life's journey and the various aspects of your journey. You are making plans. And you are putting plans in place. How about that? When you live of life expectation, you allow yourself to see as far as you can see. And then when you connect and collaborate with other people, other coaches, other mentors, when you collaborate with people of like mind, then what you see goes even further than what you could imagine. And so I'm encouraging us today. Let's go and live of life expectancy. Can I tell you, I was in a counseling session. Actually, I was conversating with my godmother, my Connecticut godmother, who was actually my counselor at the time. And she was helping me through as I was coming out of a really tough relationship that really had me all twisted up and twined up and just tangled up into a whole lot of mental negativity and just things that were so contrary to what I knew to be right and what I knew to want to for my life. But yet I found myself in this place, and as she was coaching me, and we were going through many of those circumstances, and she was helping me step by step. One evening before I was leaving, she just said, live a life of expectancy. And I don't even know if she was conscious of the fact that she was saying it, because we weren't necessarily in the flow of a conversation. We had really wrapped up and we were just kind of like casually talking. But she said, live a life of expectancy. And can I tell you that stuck with me? I'm grateful for her allowing herself to just flow and share from that perspective, because we can live underneath our privileges. We can live from a place that we're just existing, not hoping for the better, not hoping for what other people see in our lives that are good things, because there's some people that see some things in our lives that have nothing to do with our future as being a positive place that we want to head towards. But there are people, and we see things for ourselves that are really going to put us on a trajectory that we never thought we would ever be there. I never had in my plans, ever, as I was growing up, ever I was going through all of my various schoolings, through the master's degrees and all that kind of stuff. I never thought I'd be an author, but here today I sit before you as a 3-time author. And now building upon those books and serving the community, serving the world wide by providing wisdom and insight based on my experience in a leadership role. Because leaders, everything comes back to the leadership. Yes, if it fails, if it makes it, everything comes back to the quality of leaders that and the leadership that each individual is providing. So how do we live a life of expectancy? We allow ourselves, we take off the restrictions, we take off the bondage, we take off and stop sabotaging ourselves, and we give ourselves the privilege and the respect and the authority to see as far as you can see. Whether you're waiting for a mate, or you gave up on relationships and you said, this is never going to happen for me again, or how about this? I don't want it to happen for me again because it's just not been really a good experience for me. But if we take a deep breath and start to think about, give ourselves permission to go there again. That's what I want to say. Give yourself permission to go there again. When you're raising your children, and if you've just had children, and in this crazy world, you could be thinking, I have no idea what the world's going to look like for him or her when she grows up, when she's 10. How about even when she's 10? Forget about when they're 18 or when they're 30. I have no idea. But what you can control right now is the environment in which they're growing up. And in that, you can have an expectancy of greatness. Speak into their lives. Speak into their future. Say what you see. Say what you want. Not even what your circumstances might be speaking now. But when we live a life of expectancy, our language change, our behavior change, our thought process and our mindset change, and we start to go after those things we expect to hold in our hands, the lifestyle we expect to be around. I remember a leader saying, dress according to where you want to be, where you're headed, where you're going. We've been in our sweats, we've been in our PJs for the last 2 years. It's time to shake all that off. Where do you expect to be? How about this? Next month. Not even next year. Where do you expect to be next month? Start there. Where do I want my life? What do I want my life to look like next month? And then take it from there, one step at a time. And you will start to see the things that you hope for, the things that you want with the really depths of your heart. And sometimes we've held those down. We said, no, we're not going there. We suppressed them because we lost hope. We lost belief. We didn't think we would ever see it again. And things started getting crazy and we stopped believing. It's time to believe again. It's time to go for all that you know, for what you have and what is in front of you. It didn't change because the world changed. The vision and purpose for you being even sent here did not change because the world started going crazy. How about this? That was all planned for you before the world got crazy. So it puts even more urgency on you really realizing, what does this look like? What do the plans look like? What does my future look like if I really believe that I've called to teach? If I really believe that I've called to help organizations become healthy so people don't have to go through abuse and neglect as they go into a place of work every day? What do I play? What role do I play in that? So I want to encourage you today to be your very best, be authentic, and go for what you know, and then allow others around you to feed into that vision and to help you see more of what you can be, more of what you can realize, and the change and the effects you can make, you can implement. It's good to have plans, but you have to move. You have to put those plans in place. And so I want to encourage you to lead. Every one of us is leading in some capacity. So don't think, oh, I'm not a leader. Yeah, you are. Every one of us is a leader in some capacity. Lead to serve not only yourself, but those around you. your community, and transform it into the better. We're all in a place of shaping and molding and forming our future, because people have no idea what it's going to look like. Step into your place of purpose and make that happen. If you have not already purchased and picked up a copy of my book, Lead to Serve, No Bosses Allowed, Lead to Serve and Transform, you can get it at thediplomatchronicles.com. You can also pick up the course that was released just yesterday, hot off the presses. And when that you go to that link for the course, you will be brought into the Diplomat Academy. So the Diplomat Academy has also been birthed out of the books that I've authored and this online course. There, you'll find a course there around empathy and how to be present without getting lost in it, without getting lost in the moment. There, my life after procrastination course is also in the Diplomat Academy. So you go and start to equip yourself for all that's in front of you, because you're still obligated to the vision that you've been given. You're still obligated to the purpose you've been brought here. Again, I'm Yvette C. Owens, and it's so happy to be here with you this afternoon. Visit me on the diplomatchronicles.com, on the Diplomat Chronicles Facebook page, and on LinkedIn. Connect with me. I'm happy to connect with you. I do one-on-one coaching. I consult with organizations to help them gain more momentum. My whole purpose is to make sure leaders can create a healthy culture where everyone can thrive. And I mean everyone. And that the Diplomat Chronicles is a platform, a leadership forum, a part of Destiny Speak, which is a leadership and organization development company, which we do that through change management and inclusive and diversity initiatives. Come on, let's get ready. Let's not only get ready, but let's start doing and living a life of expectancy for your family, for yourself, for your vision, for your community, and everyone that you're supposed to impact. Continue to have an awesome weekend, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye now.